Hi, I'm Teresa Holmes, and I am a breast cancer survivor.
So Teresa, tell me how this has changed your life.
Well, can we backtrack and tell how it all happened?
Please do.
Because this was something that caught me completely off guard. So, in 2020, the summertime, I'm off because I'm a teacher, so I'm off and just hanging around the house. And my gynecologist office called and they were like, well, you haven't scheduled your mammogram for this year. And I was like, well, it's COVID, we weren't scheduling much of anything. And they were like, well, we scheduled it for you. So I said, okay. So I went to the appointment and they did the mammogram, and the next day they called me and they said, your mammogram was abnormal. We need you to come to a different center and have your mammogram done again. So I went to that one and they did a few more tests, and a few days later I went to the breast cancer center and they read that to me. And I went in there expecting nothing because cancer didn't run in our family. There was no breast cancer in anyone. And so I went by myself and I was sitting there and I'm like, they just did a wrong test. And he walked in, the doctor, Dr. Brackett, and he started talking and he started saying things, and he never said the words breast cancer, but I knew what he was talking about. And I had breast cancer. So, not what you expect, not what you hope for, but it was what it was and is what it is now. I had to have a biopsy and I had to have surgery, and I have a scar that will be with me forever as a reminder. But right now I'm cancer free. I actually go this week for my 2-year checkup, so hoping to be cancer free. But now you just live on the edge and you're like hoping and praying that it stays negative and that you stay cancer free.
How has it changed your outlook in life?
Doctor's appointments are very important. Annual checkups, mammograms for women, pap smears, blood work, just regular doctor visits, so important, because if I didn't have that mammogram that they scheduled for me because I had put it off, they wouldn't have found it as early as they did, and I might be in a totally different situation. So if I could recommend one thing to everybody is go out there and get your mammograms, ladies, and keep up with your doctor's appointments. And if you feel like something's wrong, go see a doctor. I never felt like anything was wrong, so I never felt any lumps, nothing. So there was no indication for me. Just making sure that I did my routine checkups, that was the most important thing.
Teresa, being an officer of Striking Vipers, I know that we're talking about doing some special events to benefit. We're talking about doing some sweepers, we're talking about doing some fundraising towards this whole event, along with your league.
Yes. In the fall, Bowl for the Cure will be our main attraction in the bowling center. You'll see a lot of pink shirts, a lot of pink ribbons. There's decorations up in the bowling center already. We will have some tournaments that will be run, and we'll be collecting money for Bowl for the Cure. I always loved the idea of working for Bowl for the Cure. Now I've got a different motivation, and I'm not alone. And I found that out when I came in here and told people that I had breast cancer. I found out I am definitely not alone. We have several bowlers that are survivors going through it currently, have had family members going through it. So there is a whole world of people out there that are in a similar situation, or going through it with a family member. And so Bowl for the Cure is now a mission for me. I'm gonna do what I can to help, because it helped me by going to get that mammogram, and now I know, and now I want to pay it forward and help somebody else, and make sure that this video, even if it touches one person and gets them to go out and make sure that they're healthy, then I've done my job. That's what I want to do.
Thanks, Teresa.
No problem.